Did you? Do you feel fine? He was perturbed earlier. Seemed like he was.
Slightly, but that's fine.
But I'm saying, like, that same feeling of perturbedness that you felt, that's probably how CWCFB feels.
What do you mean?
Because to them, you're going back and forth, and it just feels like, whatever. Like, we're throwing shots, and it's just something to do. It's not that serious. But then you start complaining. He's like, oh, they're bullying me. You see what I'm saying? Come on, Adam. I'm not here for no reason.
You're saying I shouldn't have gone with the bullying?
The bullying angle wasn't busting.
I had to, in my defense, I had to tone it down a little bit because it was going to get, it was at a dangerous level. I'm not going to lie. And I had to tone it down. So I did that.
That's valid.
I did that for the responsibility. But yes, I know it was a little corny, but I had to do it because it was at a dangerous point. Just from what I know.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, I remember we were at the LFOD event and I was telling you, I was like, yo, you gotta be careful.
I know, you're right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like you wasn't careful. Didn't believe me, Adam.
No, I remember exactly what you said.
You feel me?
I remember exactly
what
you said.
Like, not everybody is going like laugh.
You're right.
It's not a joke to everybody.
But the thing is,
and even when it's not a joke to you, sometimes it's even less of a joke to the next person.
The thing is, though, like, they were ripping. They've been disrespecting us for 4 weeks.
So?
And then they posted on Instagram, they're calling Sleazy a coon.
So?
Like
I can understand that, but like, that's not you though.
That's not me, but like, they're still making the Asian jokes. They're saying like, I'm a racist, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I have to respond in some way.
But like, couldn't you just respond by being like, yo, like, you can make all the jokes you want, but I'm gonna keep cooking because I know who I am.
But they needed to be called out on some shit too, though.
But you called them out on making Asian jokes. And like, I get it, like the Asian jokes are like, some of them were corny a lot. Most of them were corny actually. They weren't even that funny.
Yes.
But the thing is that like, is that hurting you as like an Asian person, for real?
No, the Asian thing was Cole Kwan, the artist.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Camera.
At the testing lab, I feel
that was whack.
That was whack.
That's what that was the main thing about.
Yeah, I don't like
the
that.
Asian jokes we just used to tie in to that thing. That was the main issue there.
But I'm saying, why detract away from it and make it this bigger thing when Cole Kwan's real issue was that?
I didn't detract away from it.
But I feel like you did.
How?
Because now all we're talking about is like, oh, like Adam Lou's too sensitive, instead of Cole Kwan has a legitimate gripe.
The narrative.
But that's what you allow them to do by talking about so many things instead of just talking about the one thing that you really had a problem with.
But that was to tie in with that problem. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying,
they interpreted it that way.
But that's how most people are going to interpret it, don't you see? And that's not because of them. That's because of you, even bringing it up in that context. You didn't have to do that.
I didn't. He wrote that thing. He wanted to tell that story.
Right.
Because he told me right away. He was upset right away, like the day after. And I was like, you know what?
So why not just let him speak on it?
No, I would have. Like,
and even if you're going to get involved, why not let him speak on it and be like, yo, I, as an Asian person, stand with my boy Cole Kwan. Because I think that the testing lab is a space not for that. That wasn't fair. That wasn't right.
No, that was like I was like, if you go public with that, I have you back, blah, blah, blah. But then this whole thing was coming up. I said, you know what, if you want to do the collaborative post thing with it, that's fine. And he just used a couple things that they said to just tie in with what happened at the testing lab. That's the main issue with that. Because I make jokes here too, 100%. Not as bad as that.
Because now they got you on camera laughing at the Asian jokes. And I got you on camera here laughing at the Asian jokes.
Yeah, 100%. No. But like, that's on camera though. That was the main issues with that happened off camera.
How you feel about that, Ethan?
I have no clue what was going on about the drama. I'm not involved with the rap scene over here.
That's the thing. It happened off camera. That was the issue.
So because it happened off camera, that's the issue.
Yeah, and it was to humiliate him in front of the testing lab panel, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he's just making a joke, but it's not funny.
That's like belittling.
You couldn't have just told him that, though.
Belittling, though.
You couldn't have just told him that. You got his number. Or you just be like, yo, like, my boy Cole Kwan didn't like that you said that at the testing lab.
I did not want to get...
But I'm saying, the thing is that you're willing to take it to your platform in front of so many different people when it seems like it's a personal issue. It happened off camera. Why'd you bring it on camera?
But Cole Kwan literally went to the testing lab about it.
Okay.
And then they didn't do anything about it. And Cole Kwan, the thing is, he just wanted to tell his story. That's it. He wanted to tell his story. That's it. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's it. Okay.
All I'm saying is,
to see what happened.
You got to make better decisions, Adam. You're not holding yourself accountable right now.
Okay, what did I do wrong?
like I said, so one, you're starting problems with old heads. Old heads are belligerent, so don't do that.
Okay.
The reason why they're so old is because they've gotten through so much in their life. So they got some shit to talk about. You feel me? So the more things you give them to talk about, the more they're gonna talk about it. And like that can be good, but it can also be bad. Because the more they talk about it, the more people gonna hear it, and the less people are gonna rock with you.
Okay.
Feel me? You got a growing platform. So it's like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? And then at the same time, another thing, right, is that like you take it to social media.
Okay.
Once you take it to social media, you bring it back on camera. And so now it's just entertainment, it's just fodder, you feel me? But like people are eating it up because of that. And so because people are eating it up, it's like, damn, where do we go now? Are they gonna fight? Like, what's the next piece of content? Like, people are looking forward to it, but it's like, that's kind of like what is defining your platform at the moment. But it's not defining theirs, because all the time that you weren't dropping, because I peeped that. During this beef like situation, you wasn't dropping episodes, but they were.
No, but I usually do it bi-weekly anyways.
But I'm saying, that strategy that you had, all people know all people are seeing right now is like, oh, Adam Lou's the one that's like mad sensitive. Adam Lou's the one that he can't even focus on his own content because he's worried about making content, making videos, helping out Cole Quan right now, and like having like his Avengers moment instead of like focusing on what he's doing. That's how people are seeing it. I'm just saying.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And like I think that your platform is dope. You feel me? I think what you're doing is dope. But like the people, you feel me? Like not everyone's gonna see that. The only thing they're gonna see is this is what he's doing. And then they go back and watch some of the other content. And they're like, oh, he's joking around all the time. So like, why is he so sensitive about this thing?
It's because they fucking changed it's about the fucking testing lab thing. But the narrative was changed about, oh, Adam's too sensitive. But
like I said,
that's the wrong narrative.
But you let them change the narrative by giving them the narrative to change. And you could have just had a personal conversation and been like, yo.
I tried to have a conversation with him.
Before you took it to social media?
I mean, okay.
Yes or no?
Look, what happened?
Yes or no?
No. Okay, wait.
No.
But wait. But the thing is, though,
you gotta drop this episode too.
I know.
This is good. Because now we're in bad for the community territory.
I know, but
you feel me? This is what we do over there. You know what I mean?
You know, and you actually make some very valid points. I mean, and like sometimes I don't know.
And that's not to say that Charlie's not wrong, because like I said, the transphobia, like that's not okay. Like that's some bullshit. You feel me? And like that's some shit. Like I don't have his number. You feel me? But like we're trying to do some shit with them, and like that's some shit that's like on my plate that I have to bring up to him. But I'm a real in-person talker. You feel me? It's like I don't want to talk over the phone. I don't want to do all that stuff because I feel like you can be doing anything. I want to just have a dialogue. You feel me? I'm interested in conversations. I want to just talk to you and be like, yo, like I understand. Like this is something that you said, or this is something that's happened. Like I didn't like that. And I feel like if you continue moving in the way that you're moving, it's like I don't know how much further you're gonna be able to go. Like in truth, because like he's a black man. You feel me? And I'm a black man, so I know like the way that our community treats us and the way that our community like sees like trans people and like just the LGBTQ plus community in general is not always the most favorable. But at the same time, like it's a community nonetheless of people, of marginalized people. Like as black people, like we should be the most understanding, if anything. You feel me? It don't mean you gotta suck a nigga dick. It don't mean you gotta fucking do any of that shit. It just means like, yo, like I respect you. Like and I respect your identity the same way that I hope you respect mine. Simple as that.
Interesting. No, 100%. No, look, I did what I did. I felt like I had to respond to what they were saying about us because I didn't like the narrative about him being a coon and me being a racist type thing. So I wanted to respond. And the thing with Cole, that happened. You can interpret it however you like. Yes, we went to social, but you can interpret it. That happened though, and like
it happened in real life.
It happened in real life. We're not lying about it. And the age jokes we used to tie into that. That happened. Like 100%. And people can interpret it like Adam's clout chasing, blah blah blah. But that happened. You can interpret it however you like. Okay. I think it's important that the story's out there. You know, and in the end, like I am a visitor, 100%. But you can't just treat us however. You know what I'm saying? Like
But that's the same thing that boss said.
Yeah, but I'm not doing the same shit Boss is doing.
That's the same thing that he said, though.
I'm not doing the same shit.
Hold up the mirror, Adam, though.
Bro,
Just hold up the mirror for a second, though.
I know, but...
He came on Bad for the Community podcast and said, if people had a problem with it, then they would tell me. And we were like, yo, we're telling you right now. And he was like...
So you had a problem with how the whole thing was handled by me, 100%?
Yeah, by everybody. Okay. But like I'm here with you right now, so I can talk to you.
No, I appreciate that. Like okay, fair enough.
You feel me?
100%.
Like it's not that you're wrong in like your intentions. I feel like your intentions are great, and I think that in that same token, like the the way that you go about it can shift.
Okay.
Especially because you are like a visitor, right? Especially because you are someone that's platform is growing.
Yeah.
So you want to make the decisions that are going to be right. You feel me? You said to yourself, you're about your bread.
100%.
So if you're about your bread, act like it. You feel me?
You're right.
That's what it's all about.
I probably just need to surround myself with better advisors and shit.
Yeah, Ethan's not cutting it.
I don't hear any of the drama.
No, he does.
Yeah.
I don't have. I just.
Are you in school?
Huh?
You're in school?
No, I graduated a long time ago.
Okay, wait. You're older than him?
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
guys don't get it now?
No, you don't.
Okay, thank you, man.
Yeah.
It was probably, the big issue was like, there were people talking in my ear being like, you gotta really go at them hard, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Should have asked any of the Bad Friend community people.
You would have answered?
We would have told you, don't do it.
Really?
They're old heads. Don't argue with old heads.
I should have, yeah.
Because no matter what, like they've been around longer than you.
Yeah.
So they got more people on their side, no matter what.
The thing,
That's
and
hip-hop.
honestly, and I know you try to say the thing, oh, if you fuck with him, you're corny, blah, blah, blah. I don't like that shit. Fuck with
Yeah,
him.
no, that's not.
It's all
Why you think I'm here right now?
You're right.
I don't think that's corny.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I appreciate you.
You feel me?
For real.
Because I respect what you're doing. I think what you're doing is fire.
Thank you. I
You know
appreciate
what I mean?
you.
In the same way that like he was there to tell me like keep going, I'm here to tell you like I think what you're doing is dope, and I want to see this platform elevate like just as much as you. Obviously, maybe not just as much. You definitely want to see it more. You feel me?
Yeah, a little bit.
But like, and I'm rooting for you. I hope that you win best podcast of the year, or at least
You guys-
that they lose.
I agree.
So if you, because you know what I'm saying, because if you win, then that means they lose too, and I think that's hip hop regardless. Hey, fuck it. But you know what I mean? I fuck with it.
No, you guys are great. Your personality, all of you guys are like super funny. Like the Twitter interactions, everything about it.
Yeah, we gotta get you on the commentary for the chamber one time.
Yeah, I should. I want to go. I should go.
Lock
if you guys
in.
want me.
Let's
Yeah,
make
I'd
it
love
happen.
to. I'd love to actually. Like
make it happen.
I genuinely like. I love you guys. I'm rooting for you. Like I think, the consistency thing. Rob needs to figure.
Yeah,
some of that shit
we
out.
definitely gotta get that shit together.
Yeah,
'cause-
like maybe get another editor or some whatever the fuck.
Yeah. We just figured some stuff out though. We got like an editor. We got an editing team now.
And like the food thing, the way you guys,
Yeah.
that was genius. That was really, I was like, I should do some shit like that. I mean, now I can't because I'd be copied. But like now, I'm like, that was really smart of you guys.
Hey man, we give you the blessing. You can do whatever you do.
But I would obviously tag you, be like, I inspired you, whatever.
Hey, shout out to that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be stealing anything. But yeah, I mean, if I mishandled it, I mean, like, I gotta live with the decisions I make.
Yeah.
And like,
Hey man, that's all it
was
is.
very 50-50. Like, I was very nervous. Like, and like even during it, I was like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. People were calling me shit like that, but I live with the decisions I made.
Nah, it's facts. And that's all it is, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like, can't change the past, but how you move forward is all up to you.
And
Always.
I didn't want anybody to get hurt. That was my last
Yeah.
thing. Sleazy got close. We got blessed though. But yeah, I didn't want anybody to get hurt.
Hey man, I like the chaos, you feel me? Only because I'm from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
There's not very much chaos that involves me because like, talked about before, I'm a very chill person.
Yeah,
you feel
you
me?
guys aren't beefing. Like me and Beth.
Well, Roberto and Charlie had their back and forth for a while.
They did?
Before.
I
Yeah,
didn't
before.
know.